ready?
All right, 97.7 Outlaw Radio FM listeners, we are live in full effect right here with the one and only New Jersey's finest. We got Avarex live on the line, man. How are you doing this evening?
Yo, what's poppin', Canada? What's poppin'? We here, baby, Jersey.
Hey, man, I gotta say first and foremost, man, I love New Jersey hip hop, man. You come from the same state, man, as Naughty by Nature, man. And how can you go wrong with those three amazing individuals?
No doubt. We got a lot of legends out here. Like, my generation would be considered the new faces of New Jersey. We like the Fetty Waps and all those guys that you see. We like the new generation that's, setting up the next generation to come. But yeah, definitely salute to the previous generation that came before us.
But I have to ask you, man, like, what actually sparked your career, man? Like, what made you decide to get into the music industry initially?
What sparked my career, basically, go back to high school, being real influenced around a certain time in the early 2000s, watching Rockefeller, watching G-Unit, watching D-Block, Dipset, all those guys, especially coming from the East Coast. You immune to it because it's everywhere. Everybody rapping now. Everybody doing everything. So, that's part of that journey. And then, over the years, I just kept going hard, and I seen the potential, but really, it's just coming from my environment. This is like a way out of my environment. Doing music is, that's going to lead me to better things in life, if that makes sense.
I most definitely agree, man. And I'm going to be honest, it's already been sparking a lot of great things as well, man. I want to say first and foremost publicly, man, congratulations on graduating college for graphic design, man.
Oh, man, appreciate that. That was definitely one of my victory laps. That was definitely a marathon, so we can nip on that too.
And I got to ask you, man, since we're on the topic of you graduating college, man, I noticed it's actually for graphic design. I was wondering, man, what actually made you decide to major in that subject? And of course, man, how can our listeners get at you to actually get some graphic design work done, man? Because you got a degree in it now, man. So let's start getting you some money.
Word, appreciate that, man. That's a nice assist. They can follow my brand called City Boy Graphics at CITYBOYGFX. And you can definitely hit me up on there on Facebook and Instagram. I got the website coming real soon. But yeah, they can hit me on there, or my Avarex page. You can hit me on there too. But I mainly prefer the City Boy graphics page because it separates two of the brands. It clashes with each other, so I try to keep it all in one spot.
Completely understandable, man. You know what I mean? Completely understandable. That way you don't get mixed up and whatnot, man. Because I like the whole different account thing, because sometimes you do get a lot more messages on one account versus the other, man, and then stuff tends to get buried.
Right.
But also, man, I want to take you back to 2015, where you were actually featured on the single "Since Day One" by Sonny DeNaro. I want to ask you, man, how did yourself and Sonny actually get connected?
Oh, you definitely did your homework. That's my bro right there. We from the same hood. We from Jersey City. So bro just hit me out. We already had a relationship before that. His DJ. I guess he been watching me on social media, and then he kind of plugged it together. And he was like, "Yo, bro, I got a couple records I want you to hop on. I really like your flow." And and it just came like that. And he hit the video dude up, and we actually got a video to it too. You can actually check it out. Type the same title up, and shout out to Sonny. That's my guy right there, Jersey 201.
Hey, man, so I gotta ask you, man, because I noticed you're working on a lot more new music, man. Are you and Sonny gonna be doing any more? Are you and Sonny gonna be doing any more collaborations, man? Because I gotta say, that song in 2015, man, was absolute fire, man. I loved your guys' chemistry.
Nah, that's what's up, bro. I appreciate that. We definitely gonna work on some more records. To be honest, I haven't got a chance to actually speak to my guy in a while because the whole virus situation. But there's nothing to make a phone call and be like, "Yo, bro, I actually do want to do that with him," and hopefully he listens. And we definitely gonna collab on some shit. I've been meaning to get to him, so you just reminded me. So appreciate that.
And also, man, the very next year in 2016, you actually released 3 on My Jersey, man. What's the story behind that phenomenal track, man? Because I really think that's a catchy name.
3 on My Jersey. Well, Iverson is one of my favorite basketball players of all time. And I really looked up to that dude because he asked, I didn't want to rap. I wanted to play ball. So, you know, I had a little attitude problem when I was younger and, you know, little anger issues or whatever. But to answer your question, the three, of course, Iverson and Jersey. I'm from Jersey, so 3 on my jersey, and I put that together, and that's actually on my project, City Boy, the mixtape.
And, man, you can never go wrong with Allen Iverson, in my personal opinion, man. That guy was a jack of all trades. I think he was a rap artist at one point, and then obviously a basketball player, man. That guy did everything.
Absolutely. And now you see where I'm going with it. I got my own alias called Ava Iverson. I might have a mixtape drop called Ava Iverson.
I gotta say, that's pretty catchy, man. You know what I mean? And I know it's an older track, but you can actually like kind of re-release 3 on my jersey as well, and then slap that on the mixtape.
Okay, thank you for giving me the hint. I definitely will.
And man, since we're on the topic of a mixtape, man, in 2017 you actually dropped a mixtape titled Tattoos and My Cuban Links. I was wondering, what's the inspiration behind that phenomenal tape? And of course, where can our listeners check that out today if they haven't already done so?
Appreciate that, bro. Dan, you definitely doing your own work. Alright, so Tattoos on My Cuban Links. You can actually find all my mixtapes on that Piff. And around that time, you know, listen to the times that you're naming. Around those times, those platforms was real big with like SoundCloud and Hot New Hip Hop and that Piff. So you can still find it on there. But I plan, I'm gonna give Kenny the exclusive. Real soon, I'm going to be releasing the best of Avarex. So you just got some exclusive stuff. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all my mixtapes and pick all the best tracks from that, and, you know, it's going to become a collaboration of Best of Avarex, so definitely look out for that. And Tattoos and My Cuban Links, you know, I got a lot of tattoos, and I like jewelry, so it's like the things I come up with is simple, but it's like it has some type of concept and complexity to it. That's how I do, and I smoke a lot of weed, too, so sometimes it just comes to me.
And one thing I gotta ask you, man, because unfortunately you don't really see or hear of a lot of mixtapes nowadays, man. It seems to kind of be like drifting off, like within the music industry. Like, I gotta ask you, man, do you actually want to see mixtapes come back, or do you think that should just be something of the past?
I think they still doing it. You know, like, that's the problem with the generation nowadays. They don't appreciate the past. They gotta appreciate what's going on right now, because if it wasn't for the past, it wouldn't be no future, if that makes sense. So, to answer your question, I think they still around. They just cut down on the songs. They making it to EPs. That's what they calling it. So, but yeah, I mean, man, listen, everybody's situation is different. You know what I mean? It all depends on what type of level you want to be in this game. But, you know, mixtapes, I think they always going to be around. It's just they're going to be distributed differently. They might throw 3-4 tracks on it. They might throw 17. It all depends on your audience and your status, if that makes sense.
I agree with that, man. I really do, man. I hope there's 17 tracks, because, you know what I mean? In my opinion, a 3 or 4 track mixtape, man, I don't know, man. Just doesn't really seem like a mixtape, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, it's an EP, man. You know what it is? It's all about, they trying to find ways to keep up and marketing, right? So, like, for example, like, if you look at the Weezys and Futures and those guys, they, like, trying to mimic what they did as far as dropping so much music that they not really paying attention to, okay, I'm going to drop all this music, but let me pay attention to the quality. And what my sound is about, the reason why I put out all those mixtapes is because I was trying to find my sound and find my quality. So, you know, you can see these type of different things when you pay attention to different artists. Me, personally, I think that's kind of whack when you do put like a little, it's not really a mixtape, it's like an EP, like the 90s. It sounds like some 90s shit, but, you know, it is what it is, man. Different strokes for different folks, man.
And also, man, I noticed as well that you actually dropped a Christmas track not too long ago where you actually collaborated with your son, titled Jingle Rock Anthem, man. I want to ask you, man, what actually made you decide to actually do a Christmas record? And of course, man, where can we actually check that out?
Okay, well, the track is actually not released. I just put a snippet out there to prove a point to my son. And, yeah, shout out to my son, man. That's my guy right there. And we actually been supposed to make a Christmas record because his grandmother requested track actually became. She asked us like years ago, like, "Hey, can you guys do a Christmas track together?" And I thought she was playing that first, but she was really serious. So I was like, "All right, cool." And then I finally got the chance to do it, and we went through the tracks, and I said, "Yo, what you think it is?" He was like, "I like it." And he surprised me because I didn't think he could rap. I thought he was just bullshitting around, but once when we helped him write a couple of lines, he was rapping. I'm like, it was a proud dad moment. I just started smiling, and we put it together. But it will be out next Christmas around it, and it will be on my SoundCloud on Avarex, New Jersey. I mean Avarex NJ, Avarex NJ.
And also, man, you actually recently dropped the album Welcome to New Jersey. I gotta ask you, man, what's the story behind that phenomenal album? And of course, where can we actually snag ourselves some copies if we haven't done so already?
Man, listen, if you ain't heard that album, y'all missing out, man. Like, people, the audience today is like, the fans are just so wishy-washy, but if you're not listening to Welcome to New Jersey, like, you really will be missing out on good rap, hip-hop, trap, all that. It's like all mixed up in one. And you can find it on Spotify, and you can find it on iTunes as well, too. It's on all the streaming platforms. All you got to do is type up Avarex, Avarex. Avarex, some of us know that's the clothing line, but that's not what my brain is about. It's a whole different meaning behind it that I'll explain for another day. But to answer your question, they can find my joint on Apple Music, and they can find it on Spotify and YouTube. All you got to do is type up Avarex, or you can type up Welcome to New Jersey, and, stream that shit. Download it. Tell your friends, tell your aunties, mommy, tell them all that, this kid from Jersey, whoo, that boy, he got some beats, and he's spitting.
And I gotta ask you, man, because we got a lot of old school listeners, man, that really do still love that hard copy format, man. Are you gonna be pressing up any CDs, vinyls, or cassettes for those individuals that really do still love that hard copy format?
Hell yeah, that's part of my merch. So I come from the CD era as well too. I'm a little older than some of the younger rappers, so I got a little gap between them. But yeah, I definitely got it on CD. We getting it pressed up, and I have the T-shirts coming as well too. They're gonna have Welcome to New Jersey on it, and then all the merch is being put together. The website, everything is. We gonna say it's coming soon. How about that? That's better.
Hey, man, most definitely. I like that, man. Coming soon, man.
Coming soon. It's coming soon. Just for the listeners, just go on my YouTube. Type up Avarex, Avares. I got that new single out right now called Play the Broccoli, Crazy. And I got another single before that came out during quarantine, actually, Don't Talk Now. So definitely check out them two singles, and then, spy around my page, because you might see something you like.
And also, man, when going back to Play the Broccoli there for a minute, man, I was really curious, man, what actually sparked you and made you decide to actually name your single that?
Like I said, man, your boy smoke a lot of pot, man. So one day I heard the beat first. My man made the beat. Shout out to my boy Rockswater Movie. He made the beat. He sent it to me. I was like, I need some fire, bro. I feel something. Pause. And he sent me the joint. I had the beat for a hot minute. I just didn't know what to say. And then one day I was in class doing the college stuff. I was in class, and I just kept humming. My teacher almost kicked me out because I just kept humming. And then I finally got the words, and then I just put it together, and I said, you know what, I'm naming shit. First it was broccoli, but then I found out somebody else had that. So then I said, damn, I'm already saying broccoli with a damn record. What else? And then I just kept smoking. Boom. Play the broccoli, because I had a plate with broccoli and food on it. So that's how that came about.
And also, this year as well, man, you've actually been pretty busy, you know what I mean? You've been pushing your new projects, but you also did a collaboration with Semi Sayonara, man, on the track Official. I gotta ask you, Make It Official, my apologies. I gotta ask you, man, how did yourself and Semi actually get connected? And of course, what was it like working on that project with him?
Yeah, shout out to my guy Semi, man. Well, basically, me and Semi met through a label we was running with through Queens. And those guys, shout out to Queens and Southside with 50 and all of them. I actually was in the same studio where God Bless the Dead, Jam Master Jay was murdered. And I believe 50 was coming in too, but a lot of people come to that studio. And make a long story short, Me and Simi knew each other for some years through the label relationship, and then when he was actually in Cali, so when he came back to the East Coast, we kept saying, yo, we gonna link, and he actually on Tattoos and My Cuban Link. So he came on, I had him come on my project, and then I was returning the favor, so I came on his project, and I linked up with him sometime last year. We recorded that track like, I want to say October, November, because I know he said he was working on his project. Once again, there's nothing but a phone call with me. If you got a good relationship like that, yo, call me. I'm pulling up. We gonna knock it out, and we put it together. And that's how that track came about.
But I gotta ask you there, man, Avarex, like, what is next for you, man? Is there anything that I happened to miss during this interview? Anything else you still want to talk about or promote? Well, we still have you here live on 97.7 Outlaw Radio FM.
Yo, Canada, man, what's poppin'? Like, you know, I know I'm new to a lot of listeners, but if you're listening, you definitely need to go on that YouTube first. You need to subscribe, comment, and like. That's number one, right? And then number two, what I'm working on, I'm a busy guy, so I'm always working. I tell people to follow my social media because I be doing too much stuff. So to make a long story short, I'm in the process. I might put out another mixtape on the low. I'm giving y'all some exclusive information, but I might put out another mixtape on the low. But honestly, I'm still trying to push Welcome to New Jersey because if you pay attention to the timeline, if you go back on my timeline on social media, when I was putting out that project, I was still in school. So my hands, I couldn't really give it that proper push as I'm doing now. So basically, I had to go back to the drawing board and back to my marketing plan, my promotional plan, and restructure everything that I'm doing now. So basically, the next couple months, y'all gonna see me pushing this album. I'm trying to push this album to it can really get me out there. I'm gonna put it like that. I'm riding, walking to New Jersey to the wheels fall off, but in the meantime, I'm always in the gym practicing my shot. I got more new music coming. I got more new videos coming. Shout out to my directors, Popular Somebody and my guy, Great Scale Films. They do all my content. Go follow them. Go check them out. If you need word done, go check them. If you ever come to the East Coast of Jersey, they official with it.
And also, Avarex, this is the time in the interview that I give a chance for the individual that slides into the radio station airwaves, just a chance to give shout-outs to whomever they want to give shout-outs to, but of course your social media handles. That way our listeners can follow you and stay updated everything Avarex if they're not already doing so.
Okay, well, they can definitely hit me up on social media. That's Avarex, AVAREX, NJ _ then I have another actual promotional page called Avarex. I believe it's Avarex NJ _ promo. And then on YouTube, you can type up Avarex, AVAREX. You're going to see two channels. One say Avarex TV, and the other one say Avarex NJ. You can click on both of them because the Avarex NJ is more like the family friend. Like it's more clean. The Avarex TV, that's more like the dirty side. So you know. I try to provide to all listeners. I try to clean some of my music up because I got a kid too, so I wouldn't want a kid, saying some of the curse words I'm saying. What else? You can find me on Twitter, Avarex NJ. Everything is pretty much Avarex NJ. You can find me on there. And the shout outs I want to get to now, I want to give a shout out to my real family that been holding me down. My real guys that been holding me down because it's too many and I don't want to say names and people want to say, why you didn't try me out? Jersey. Definitely got to give a big shout out to Jersey and the whole tri-state because it's a whole new wave about to come and I'm just a messenger to let y'all know that we got some shit coming, especially from Jersey because Jersey is like that place that been slept on for so long. We kind of been in the shadow of New York. New York, they're like our big cousins, but it's like a lot of people still don't know about New Jersey itself, and a lot of people don't even know, or they know that this is the same place where the terrorists took the plane and hit the towers. So we got like a lot of legendary things here that I feel people need to know about. So the same way how Nip was repping Crenshaw, that's the same way how I'm repping Jersey. The same way Hov rep Brooklyn, that's the same way how I'm coming with Jersey.
But I gotta say, man, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy evening and coming on 97.7 Outlaw Radio FM, man. It was an honor and most definitely a privilege. And hopefully down the line, man, we can make this happen again sometime soon.
Nah, I want to thank y'all for having me on the show. Thank y'all. Like, I know I'm busy, but thank Canada for listening and taking their time to hear this dude from America. You know what I mean? Like, who is this guy? Thank you. Thank you for having me on the show, and thank you for finding me and telling me to let me know, yo, you dope. Because where I'm from, they don't get too much props like that, and they don't want nobody to succeed. So for you to let me know that, thank you, Canada. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, man, you are most certainly welcome, man. You're always welcome here on the radio station.
Word.
Hey, man, but I gotta say, man, most definitely stay safe out there in Jersey, and man, we most definitely shall talk soon.
Yeah, man, I can't wait to pull up on Canada, man. You gotta show me with a good caliber. I don't know if it's legal over there, but you know what I'm talking about. When I come to Canada, show me where it's at, and we gonna have a good time, bro.
Hey, man, most definitely. I'll show you the sights and I'll show you the weed. You already know what to do. It's legal down here, bro, so I'm telling you, some of the names might scare the shit out of you, but you know what I mean? If you want to smoke it, we'll smoke it.
Nah, that's what's up, bro. As long as it ain't no K2 or no lace shit, it's pure, man. We gonna have a good time, bro.
Hey, man, most definitely. Sounds like a plan, man. You stay safe out there, man, and, we most definitely shall talk soon.
All right, bro. Appreciate it. Canada. Believe that.